2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Zurich Classic of New Orleans is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. A great time to be in the Bayou. This is fabulous. The Big Easy, Louisiana, and TPC Louisiana, Rich. This is a nice golf course.
This is a nice golf course. You got to be careful of all the critters, the creepy crawly things that can pop up out of some of these lakes and out in the swamplands. I really enjoy this design. I think that this is probably one of the more enjoyable TPC golf courses I've ever played, and I always enjoy coming back here.
And to also say good day to Tripod too.
That's exactly right. The big old gator that lives mostly on number 18. He's got 3 legs and about as big as a horse.
Hangs in that pond at 17 as well, doesn't he? Just left of the...
Listen, he can hang out wherever he wants to.
That's his home.
Listen, ain't nobody going to kick him out.
No. Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Second shot here on the first. Nicely done. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
Rich, if you missed a birdie opportunity at the first, you've certainly got one here at the second.
Yes, par 5 is pretty much just straight away. You got to avoid those bunkers down the left-hand side. For those players laying up, you got to lay it up shy of the big bunker down the right-hand side. This green sits ever so slightly above the fairway, and again, they're just not that big of targets. It really is a cool golf course designed by Pete Dye.
Handy effort, that one.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Oh, that's great. Oh, what a shot. Mark it down as an eagle. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. The second hole in TPC Louisiana sets up the first of numerous birdie opportunities.
Third shot into this par 5 to a green that sits above the player, but watch out, missing either right or long, you're in terrible shape. Accuracy with your third is a must.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Club up. I like this play.
Outstanding shot. High quality. Putting for an eagle.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Oh, well played. And now at 3 under overall. The third hole is a long par 3 measuring 230 yards.
Be careful of the wind here. You can't always feel it as those trees on the left sometimes block it out. Missing it right is an obvious no-no, but missing it left is no guaranteed of an up and down either. The green slopes away pretty severely over there.
Going with the hybrid.
Roars going up around the golf course.
Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third. And let's have a look at Tony Finau from earlier.
Look at the touch that this man possesses. I gotta say, from that spot, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And that puddle drop. Well done. Currently 4 under for the round. TPC Louisiana might be known as a birdie fest. However, you're going to find plenty of challenges, including the par 4 fourth.
How can bunkers that are so minuscule be so agonizing? That's exactly what these are down the left-hand side of the 4th hole. You avoid those, and you get a good look at the green for your second shot that gently works away from the player.
Nicely done.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This one's going right at the pin here. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
7 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run.
So far, so good.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 5th is a shortish par 4 by today's standards, but still enough there to mess with your ball.
Players want to move the tee shot from right to left on this hole because there's some trees on the tee box that'll kind of force you that direction, so driver may not be the play. The second shot, however, that's where it gets interesting. This green absolutely belongs in a skate park. This has more humps and bumps and wobbles in it. It is a very cool design.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Ricky Fowler as he gets set for his next shot here on the 14th.
Oh, yes, what a shot.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
And back to the course with the live action. And he's down there.
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6 is a tremendous par 4. Plenty of golf hole, this one.
Water all the way down the left-hand side, so that's going to shove your tee shot out to the right, which will make that second shot so much longer. Not much to the screen. It's fairly flat, but finding it in 2, well, that's a tall order.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Second shot here on the 6th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup. All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Looking good.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will move into 6 under par. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. The 7th provides a great opportunity if you can get a good driveway. This par 5's a lovely hole.
Pete Dye put a zit in the middle of this fairway, and it absolutely needs to be popped. You drive it in that fairway bunker, and you're absolutely beside yourself on how your golf ball could end up in something so small. It is a brilliant design, a brilliant bunker on a hole that should be birdieable by everybody in the field.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
This is on a great line.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Playing their 5th shot. Nicely holed.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
The 8th is a short par 4, Rich, and modern players are starting to try to drive this green.
They are, although I don't quite see it that way. It's such an easy second shot if you just lay it up short of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. You're not going to have much more than a flip sand wedge, gap wedge maybe, to a green that once again has a lot of movement to it.
Well, this should find the short grass. Time for the second shot at the 8th. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that will drop in for birdie. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. The front 9 finishes in a unique style, a par 3 of 210 yards length.
This is actually a par 3 on the card, but most players look at it as a par 4 because there is nothing simple about this hole. If you bail out to the right, you're going to fall off into a low area where it's nearly impossible to chip it up close without taking a risk. So most players are just resigned to making 4 and moving on.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 12th.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The back 9 begins with a shortish par 4, Rich, a chance to make a birdie out of the gate.
Yes, it is. Drives want to be favored down the left-hand side as there's some nasty bunkers over there on the right. This green is a dippity-do, I would say. It starts off high, low in the middle, and comes up high in the end.
That's tidy. Second shot here at the 10th. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Now 4 back after that hole. The par 5 11th, very gettable if, Rich, you can avoid that monster tree about 100 yards out.
Exactly. Tee shots, once again, you're throwing it between a couple of bunkers, but the second shot, there's a tree about 75 yards short of this green, and you've got to figure out a way around it. Do you draw it around it? Do you hit a fade around it? What do you do? No easy task for any of these players. Green sits above the player just a little bit, and again, has a lot of movement on it.
Well struck. Playing from around 240 yards. 4 strokes off the lead. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Attaboy. Good shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. This one's online. And down it goes for an eagle. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot. Hope you're enjoying our continuing coverage. Let's head out to the 14th hole. Here's Lydia Ko. Oh, that's a ripper. Oh, here she goes, marching up the leaderboard. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Well, the 12th is certainly one of the stronger holes on the back 9. This par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
You want to try and hug the left-hand side as best you can to shorten up the hole as much as you can, but still avoid that bunker if at all possible. Second shot, the green up there sits a little bit caddy corner to the players, so working the golf ball in there for left to right for your second shot would be the play.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd.
Looking better.
That gets the job done. He's currently tied for 2nd.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Rich, the 13th is a short par 4, but a really good one, depending on how much you want to take off.
There's really no real reason to go right at the green, Luke, with a tee shot, even if you have the power to get there, because you just can't stop it on the green. If anything, you want to hit it out to the right, where your next shot is going straight up the green. This is a very flat green, but is perched well above the fairway. It's a wonderful birdie opportunity.
Well, there's some excitement going on elsewhere.
And how about this highlight recently at the 14th? Fine shot from our player currently chasing the leader.
Second shot.
And in the hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. He's currently in a share of top spot. Well, for all the opportunities 13 provides you, you don't get too many here at the par 3 14th. It's a beast.
As easy of a birdie opportunity as the 13th was, 14, yeah, not so much here. Even though the green is quite large in size, it's difficult to hit with a long iron.
Yeah, nicely played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Looking really good, this one. Super shot, that. Time to take a look at the action at the 17th hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That's the hands of a surgeon. That's a super shot to get a spot in the top 10 with. The 15th is certainly no cakewalk either, a par 4 measuring just under 500 yards.
This is the time where you need to have the best drive of the day. Take it out to the right, avoid the bunkers down the left-hand side. And the green, once again, it's got some movement into high spot in the front, a low area, and then a high area in the back. When the pin's all the way back, good luck making four.
Nicely done. Playing from around 160 yards. He's currently tied for the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Beautiful shot. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Rich, just 3 holes to go here at TPC Louisiana, and what a finish it is. A great short 4 at 16.
Luke, this is something special here. You can go for it if you want, but you better be mindful of that water up and around the green. Just lay it up out to the left, and you shouldn't have anything more than a pitching wedge to this minuscule green.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Checking the standings now, and they're currently tied for first with multiple major champion Colin Morikawa. Par 3 17th requires a really strong tee shot, doesn't it, Rich?
That it does. Again, a very difficult par 3 with water all the way down the left-hand side. Just bail out to the right as best you can and rely on your short game to make that par.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, well played. 13 feet to the cup. It's tracking. It was on a good line. Putting for a par here. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Jon Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Oh, what a great save. Chipping in for a par at the last. Whew, that's good.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
The closing hole at TPC Louisiana has water all the way down the right, Rich, but that's not its only issue.
Bailing out to the left, you'll find some menacing bunkers that you want no part of. However, if you find the fairway, going for it in 2 will be very tempting.
This shot here, from about 240 yards, is currently tied for the lead. Going with the 5-wood. And tidy looking shot, that one. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
That's frustrating. No, that's too bad. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that will do it for this player today.